Hello my dear students, myself Dr. Nilesh Kumar Gupta. I am working as a professor at Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today I will continue my topic of fast Fourier transform. This is the third part of my FFT lecture. Earlier I discussed about the FFT. What is the meaning of FFT? Why we are using the FFT and what we do in FFT. So, there are two methods that we discussed in my lectures, DIT FFT and DIF FFT. Decimation in time fast Fourier transform or decimation in frequency fast Fourier transform. So, you have to decimate your signal either in time domain or in frequency domain. And as per the decimation in time domain or frequency domain, you can call your method as a DIT FFT or DIF FFT. So, let us come on DIF FFT. Last time I derived the expression for DIF FFT algorithm, how you derive the DIF FFT algorithm, how you design the algorithm, then now we will see that from any example, from any sample signals, how you can calculate the DFT using the FFT, because FFT nothing, FFT is again what? DFT. It means again you are calculating here discrete Fourier transform by the fast method. That is why it is called fast Fourier transform. Ultimately, it is the method, it is the process of calculating the Fourier transform of discrete time signal. So, let us see it now. If you see this example, then it will be clear to all of you how you calculate the DFT or discrete Fourier transform using the DIF FFT algorithm. So, here 8 samples are given to you from 0 to 7. Okay. And you have to find DFT, it means x of k using DIF FFT algorithm. X of k means what? It is the DFT, nothing. Okay. And using the DIF FFT, and your capital N is equal to 8. So, at first you have to calculate your Tidal factors, all the Tidal factors. If your N is equal to 8, then you find 4 Tidal factors here, because W n k is equal to e to the power minus ka j 2 pi by n into k. Here capital N is equal to 8. So, W at 0 if you calculate it will be 1, W at 1 if you calculate it means k is equal to 1 and capital N is equal to 8, that is given in the question. If you calculate this by the formula of e to the power, then you will get W at 1 is equal to 0.707 minus j 0.707. Similarly, W at 2 you can calculate, it will be minus j, and W at 3 it will be minus ka 0.707 minus j 0.707. So, if in any question in your DIT FFT or DIF FFT, if capital N is equal to 8, then always you find these 4 Tidal factors, and these 4 Tidal factors value will be same always. Remember it. If you are taking N is equal to 8, it means if you are calculating your DFT or IDFT using DIT FFT or DIF FFT, always your Tidal factors value W at 0, W at 1, W at 2, W at 3 will be same. So, this is the advantages and of this FFT algorithm. After designing the algorithm, it is so easy for us to calculate Fourier transform for discrete time signal. This is the very biggest advantage. So, if n is equal to 8, then these coefficients are same, the value will be same, again and again you have to not needed here to calculate these values, okay, and you have to put your values in your flow graph and you can calculate a final value of DFTs of for your particular signal, or you can also calculate IDFT also by the same algorithm. Okay. So, here x of n is given to you. Okay. So, x of 0, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it is given to you. Now, you know this algorithm final flow chart. This is the final flow chart. Okay. So, it was your first stage, this will be your second stage and this will be your third stage. This I explained in my previous lecture. You have to decimate here 3 times into 3 stages, 1 stage, 2 stage, 3 stage. In first stage or and this what is the difference? Here you have to decimate your frequency domain of the signal, because it is DI-50, it means x of k you have to decimate here. In first stage you have to split your sequences into even and odd. So, if your n is equal to 8, then x0, x2, x4, x6, this will be one part, and x1, x3, x5 and x7, this will be second part. So, in first stage what you have to do this one. In second stage again you have to split your even and odd number of parts, okay, like x0 and x4, x2 and x6. Similarly, here x1, x5 and x3, x7. So, second stage you will get. In third stage individually will be separate here, and this will be your butterfly structure. Okay. In butterfly structure, whenever we use DI-50, so always your Tidal factors, your multipliers, multiplication, it will be done after the addition. Since in case of DITF50, this multiplier and these multiplication was before the addition. Okay. So, this is the very big difference between DI-50 and DITF50, that also I will tell you in my next PPTs. So, in first PPT you can see if the values you know, then you can calculate the output at this stage, this value. Okay. How? This output you want to calculate. So, you know this what? This plus what? x0 plus x4. So, 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. Now, x2 you want to calculate. So, it will be x1 plus x5. So, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Similarly, you can calculate this one. Similarly, if you want to calculate here the output, so it will be what? It will be x0 1, x4 it is minus x0 minus x4. So, 1 minus 4. So, it will be minus 3 and w at 0 is equal to 1. So, similarly, by the formula those I explained in my previous lectures, you have to use here and calculate the value at all the stages. So, then you can calculate these values, these all the values. Similarly, when you go for second stage, so in second stage this plus what? This one. So, 5 plus 5 is equal to 10, this one. Now, for this stage again 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. For this stage this 5 minus 5, 5 minus 5 is equal to 0 into w at 0, w at 0 is 1. So, you will get the 0, again you will get the 0. Similarly, you can calculate the output at all the steps. In third stage, this is your butterfly structure. This is your butterfly structure. In this, simply you have to add and subtract. Okay. So, at this stage what? 10 plus 10 is equal to 20. At this stage 10 minus 10 it will be 0, because only w at 0 coefficient will be there, and w at 0 value is 1. So, at the butterfly structure state, it is so easy for us to calculate our final value. Okay. Here in DIF50, because in DIF50 the butterfly structure at the end will be there, because you are decimated frequency domain, while in case of DITF50 it was near the time domain, because this will be the last stage of the decimation in DITF50 or in DIF50. Similarly, here what 0 plus 0 and 0 minus 0 0 will be there. Similarly, here again you can calculate these all the values. So, it is so easy for us if we know the input samples or input data, then you can calculate easily your discrete Fourier transform at the output terminal by applying these approaches, these steps. Okay. So, I hope it is clear to everybody. I explained each thing, each terminology, each steps here. Next. Now, this is the, you can also understand the difference between the DITF50 and DIF50, or you can say also that your DITF50 graph, flow graph, final flow graph can be transposed into the DIF50, because DIF50 and DITF50 both structures are transposed in each other. You can see here what in DITF, this is your DITF50. Okay. Why? Because you can see in the structure here what you are decimating your time domain here and calculating corresponding your frequency domain in order. It means your time domain order are here disturbed, because you are decimating, you are splitting your sequence in time domain. Since in case of DIF50, your time domain sequences are in normal order, but in your frequency domain sequence are in another order, in reverse order you can say. That is why it is called DIF50, decimation in frequency fast Fourier transform. Now, your butterfly structure here, this one, this one, this one, okay, because you are decimating time domain. So, what? It will be near the time domain. Okay. So, here in decimation in time, this was your first stage of decimation, this was your second stage, and this was your third stage of decimation. In this was your first decimation, stage of decimation, this was second, this was third. Okay. In decimation in time, your multiplier Wn0, this one, these multiplication that you are doing here, these will be used before the addition, but here these will be used after the addition. Okay. And you can see what I am saying in this PPT, that these two structures are transposed in each other. Transpose means what? Interchanging. If your input and output are in interchange, if your directions are interchange. Okay. So, that will be transposed. So, here you can see what in this your input bits are in reverse in order, here your output bits are in reverse order, here your output bits are in normal order, here your input bits are normal order. Okay. So, then you can say these will be the transpose in each other. Okay. Next question we will see here. Now comparison between DITF50 and DIF50. Okay. What will be the comparison? So, at first you can see the comparison of order of samples. Order of samples means DITF50. It means in DITF50 your input is bit reverse order and output is in natural order or normal order. Okay. In case of DIF50 your input is in natural order, normal order, and output is output bits are in reverse order. Butterfly computation. Okay. In butterfly computation, you can see here what this one. Butterfly means this is, these structures are butterfly generally, you can say this one. So, you can see or you can observe this one, that multiplication is done before the addition in DITF50, while in case of DIF50 your multiplication is done after the addition. So, this is another big difference between the DITF50 and DIF50. Okay. Now, another example we can see here, x of n is equal to 2 to the power n. So, x of n is equal to 2 to the power n. This input sequence generalized expression is given to you. Now, you have to calculate x of k, it means DFT using DIF50. So, here n is equal to 8 again. So, if n is equal to 8 again, then these Tidal factors will be common here, will be same like in previous question, your W at 0, W at 1, W at 2 and W at 3, it will be same. So, this is the very big advantage here, because everything is clear, okay, because initially you are designing your algorithm, only you have to put your input values or your data and you will get your output value easily here. That is why it is called fast Fourier transform, because ultimately what you are doing? You are calculating your fast discrete Fourier transform for discrete signal, but fastly you are calculating, that is why it is called fast Fourier transform. Okay. Now, so this is given to you, n is equal to 8. Now, 2 to the power n, it means what? If you put small n is equal to 0. So, 2 to the power 0 is equal to 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 2 it means 4, 2 to the power 3 it means 8, 4, 16, 32, 64 and because n is equal to 8, you have to put n is equal to 8, it means 2 to the power 7 you have to go here. So, this is your input samples data that is given in the question for your length of capital 8, 8 point sequences are given to you here. Now, simply you can design your question here like in previous example, this was your what? Your first stage, this was your second stage, this was your third stage butterfly structure. Easily you can calculate here what? This plus this. So, 1 plus 16 is equal to 17. Similarly, this plus this. So, 2 plus 32 is equal to 34. Similarly, minus will be there like this one. Okay. So, this one is what? 1, okay, and this minus 16. 1 minus 16 is equal to minus 15, okay, because W at 0 is equal to 1. Similarly, you can apply the formula, you will calculate these all the values of first stage. In second stage, again you can calculate these values, okay, easily here, and finally, you will get the answer. In third stage, again in the same process, you can calculate your output values or you can say your discrete Fourier transform here, because ultimately what you are doing? You are calculating discrete Fourier transform for discrete time signal by using these algorithms. That is why always we say it is so easy for us to calculate Fourier transform for discrete time signal using the FFT algorithm. Okay. Now, this will be the answer, okay, at 0 what you are getting. Okay. So, at 0 your value will be 255, okay. At 1 it will be this one, at 2 this will be this one, because you are decimating in frequency domain. So, these are in not in natural order, these are in reverse order, okay. And you have to give answer in this way at 0, at 1, at 2, at 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, because you have to calculate your value up to the 8 samples from 0 to 7. Now, again we will see another question. Compute the DFTs of sequences xn is equal to cos n pi by 2 where n is equal to 4. So, here the question is different. Your length of sequence is 4 here, okay, and xn is equal to cos n pi by 2. Okay. So, at first you have to calculate xn like in previous question, like if you put n is equal to 0. So, cos 0 is equal to 1. So, at 0 its value will be xn value is 1. If you are putting n is equal to 1. So, cos pi by 2 is equal to 0, then minus 1, then 0, because n is equal to 4. So, you have to go from 0 to 3 and this will be your xn. This is your input data 1 0 minus 1 0. Now, your Tidal factor you have to do, but here your n is equal to 4, not 8. In n is equal to 8, you have to determine 4 Tidal factor you require, but here you needed only 2 Tidal factors. What? Because your n is equal to 4, W n k is equal to e to power minus j 2 pi by n into k, n is equal to 4, in W 4 0, W 4 0 is equal to 1 and W 4 1. If you calculate this, it will be minus of j. So, only 2 Tidal factor you require here, W 4 0 and W 4 1. And W 4 0 obviously definitely it will be 1 and W 4 1 is equal to minus of j. Okay. So, you can solve this question in similarly here DFFT, that means it means you are splitting your frequency domain here. So, you are having here what 4. So, x 0, x 2, x 1, x 3 you are dividing here. So, and you have to, because n is equal to 4, it means 2 to the power 2, it means you have to decimate, you have to split your sequences 2 times. That is why here only 2 stages will be there. This was your first stage in the similar manner and this was your second stage in the similar manner, and you can calculate your DFT easily here for n is equal to 4 for that particular question, and you are using also W 4 0 and W f 4 1 value here. So, if n is equal to 4, then these Tidal factors will be same. If n is equal to 8, then Tidal factors will be same. So, all the things, all the structure also will be same if n is equal to 4. This is the very biggest advantages of FFT algorithm. Like everything you are having already here, only you have to put your input data, put your values, solve it and get your final value of DFT and ITF. That is why we call this is fast Fourier transform. Fastly you can calculate your Fourier transform here. Now, FFT with general radix. Now, if n is equal to 64, if n is equal to 64 and m is equal to 3. So, 64 you can use this 64 by using radix 2, radix 4 and radix 8. Why? Because 64 is a multiple of 2, multiple of 4 and multiple of 8. That is why you can do by the radix 2, radix 4, radix 3. In radix 2 you have to decimate 6 times. In radix 4 you have to decimate 3 times. Radix 2 you have to decimate into 2 times. And number of stages, this is the number of stages what you can say. In radix 2 it will be 6 if n is equal to 64, in radix 4 it will be 3 and 2. Similarly, number of ECs per stages you require. Under radix 2 it will be 32, radix 4 it will be 16 and then it will be 8. So, for the same number of sequences you can use different radix also. Okay. So, that is the also advantage of this. Now, efficiency of FFT algorithm, that you can see here what in DFT, if you are calculating by using simple DFT this one. So, what your calculations are so high here, what you require n complex multiplication and n minus 1 complex additions. So, every time you have to you have to calculate the value of this, and the calculation is so lengthy here, but in case of FFT it will be reduced here. What? This means approximate 10 to the power 6 complex multiplication and additions for 1024 point sequence. So, it will be complex, your multiplication and your complex additions both are reducing here. If you take the example n is equal to 1024, so you can see in FFT it is so easy, like in DIT FFT algorithm in this way. So, this was the advantage of this, like n point FFT algorithm, you require total number of multiplication normalize, you can say this value and addition for this value. So, if you take the example of 1024 point sequence, this means 5120 complex multiplication and 10240 complex additions required. It means approximately 100 times less addition and 200 times less multiplication you require in FFT than direct computation of DFT. This is the very biggest example. If number of sequences are increases here, then number of computation also increases in DFT, but in FFT it will be saved. So, in FFT a large number of computation also you will have less number of complex additions and multiplication. So, this is the very biggest advantages of FFT, you can see. Now, DFT as a linear filtering, because those DIT FFT and DIF FFT, these both methods are under the divide and conquer approach. Now, whenever we talk about the DFT as a linear filtering, now you have to take only some selected values, not all the values. Then these type of application as a linear filtering will be useful, like George-L algorithm and Chubb-Z transform, that you can use under this category. Now, these are the references of my PPT, and thank you very much, and I hope that the difference between the DFT and FFT and FFT between the FFT algorithm, now it is clear to everybody, because it is very important to understand what we are doing, what is this and why we are doing this. Thank you very much.